What is up, everybody? How's it going? Bring the music down a little bit. Hopefully you can still hear it a little bit in the background, you know. Matt, what's up, buddy? I know I just replied to your thing in the MLS group chat. Sorry, it's a little far away. I gotta try and read it. Okay, what's your Pareja beef, though? I'm trying to think. Rapids. Did he used to manage there or play there at some point? I could be wrong, but I feel like he has something to do with the Rapids, right? How's everybody else's night going? The way you left Colorado. Gotcha. I do not know anything about that, if I'm being honest with you, so I would have to be educated. But put the Pareja beef aside. You can have the Western Conference. We'll take the Eastern Conference, and then we can meet in the finals, and then we won't be friends that day, but we can both root for each other in the meantime, yeah? All right, the rest of the chat is just dead. Understood. Right now, I am alone. I have this space over here. Kanata is going to be joining us, hopefully, in just a couple of minutes. He was running a little bit behind. He was here, and then he left, so he's running a little bit behind. But we are going to get into it fully once he gets here. In the meantime, you get to enjoy some alone time with me. Deal, meet in MLS Cup. Rapids lose in pens. No beef with Orlando, just Oscar. Wow, you even gave us the win in the Cup. I gotta buy you a beer for that one, yeah? Can't promise that I want to be in the freezing cold temperatures up there at any point, but it gets under 75 and I'm freezing cold, so can't really convince myself that that's a good trip to take. Just saying, figured I'd start on time due to last night being like 25 minutes late. So can we give me a little bit of props for starting on time? All handful of you that are in here at this point. In July, okay, it's during the summer, and I feel like your summer might be a little bit different than ours. Ours is like 98 and 80% humidity, but yours is probably like what, like, you might get up into the 70s and 80s, maybe. But then it's just dry air. No? All right. This man's supposed to be here in studio, and here he is in chat giving me a hard time. Sounds about... I don't even know why I have these headphones on. There's no one here. I'm not even listening to anyone. I wasn't even hearing my own voice. Until someone joins, then I can put them back on. But right now, I'm just here, having a good time, talking to chat. Oh, yeah. We got stuff to talk about, but do I know what that is? Absolutely not. 85 to 90. We had 100 on a... Yeah, dry. Sun's up till after 8. Good sunset. I bet you got some good sunsets out there. That's actually probably very nice. Ours can get decent here sometimes, but I think with the Colorado skyline, well, not skyline, but like the mountains, the mountain ranges and stuff, I bet that would be class. But I did not expect it to get to 85. You had 100. Wow. Maybe I'm just uneducated. That's actually, no, that actually really is what it is. I'm just very uneducated. I never put the StreamYard link on the tweet or on YouTube. So we're gonna do that really quick. Purple Mountain Majesty? Is that, again, as I just said, I'm uneducated. That, sure. Purple to me is Orlando City in our kit, but I'm sure to you it means something not the same to me. As you can tell, I'm just on one today, aren't I? If you're just joining, I'm putting the link to join us, or join me at this moment, I guess, down on Twitter in the replies to our live stream, and I am throwing it into the YouTube description. And if I can pin it, if it'll let me pin it this time in the comments, it will be pinned in the comments. Come join me, and we can talk about anything footy related, MLS. We got the season starting up this Saturday, for us at least. For teams down south, it started last night, unfortunately. The sunset with the mountains looks purplish. That's why the Rockies colors. Now I'm educated. Now I feel like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Colorado. That makes sense for the Rockies. I heard Coors Field, Rockies. I know some stuff. I hope I got that right. StreamYard link. Boom. All right. If you want to join, you might have to refresh your stream, and then the link should be there. But it is now in the Twitter description or Twitter replies and the YouTube description. So you have access. You can come talk to us, talk to me, again, about anything football related, and we'll see where it goes. I just don't know how to pin comments through StreamYard, though. That's interesting. And so I gotta go. Yeah. Well, chat, give me something to work off of, because right now I'm just sitting here. I don't got anyone to banter off of, because we're here. Well, I'm here. But you're giving me nothing to work with. Let's see. We had the CONCACAF Champions Cup last night for Orlando City and someone else. New England. That's who it was. Oh, and the team that I refer to as the Churros, because I cannot speak Spanish to save my life. Independiente de la Churrera. Tomas Chancalé scoring for New England. And then we have the Facundo brace and the McGuire opener for us Orlando City folk. And now we got someone else in chat. What is up, Emmett? How much we get for Facu, how do you say it, when we sell them? Who knows? I believe in the contract it was, what, 30 mil? If he's under contract, it's 30 is the buyout clause, I believe. So if somebody wants to pick him up in the summer window, that is what they're going to have to pay. That number could be a couple million on either side, a couple 100,000 on either side. But I mean, 30 million for us is crazy money. So I think if someone comes in with that offer, you might just have to let him go. Or if he keeps performing like this in the next couple of months, I mean, there's nothing we can do if somebody goes and pays that 30 mil. They get the buyout clause, and then they just have to agree personal terms with him on what he wants to make and whatnot. So right now, 30 million would be the largest MLS transfer ever. I'm not doubting you. You're probably right. 30 million would be massive. And there's Arsenal and Ajax looking at him, along with a couple other clubs that I can't remember off the top of my head. But those are two big clubs that have been linked with him multiple times. Actually, one big club, and then Arsenal linked with him. So 30 million, cough it up, and he's yours to me. Almiron to Newcastle is 28. We can find out. No, you're going to give me all the information except for the price. Got it. Miguel Almiron. His current market value is 30. He went from Atlanta to Newcastle for 24. And that is euros. Went from Lanús to Atlanta for 7.5 million euros, and then Atlanta to Newcastle for 24. So he just over tripled in price. But now he was supposed to be off to Saudi in the January window, but that never happened. I didn't realize he was 30. I was going to say he's like 26. 26 to 28. Ooh. Oh. I don't even want to comment. I'd rather you just not be in here. Hey, we're winning on Sunday morning. That's all that matters. We're going to have more trophies than Arsenal this season, the past 2 seasons, and we have been not good. What does that say about Arsenal? Tin pot, tiny club. I can talk all the shit on Arsenal that I want. Unless Kanata's still in the chat, in which that 5 minutes, I got 5 minutes to talk shit about Arsenal. How much shit can we talk about Arsenal? I'll save you. Oh, thanks. Yeah. We're having a great time in here. I know you want to be involved in shitting on that trophy tin pot club. Who's in the Champions League in top 2? You can be in the Champions League as many times as you want, but as long as you don't have a trophy to show for it, does it really matter that much? Meh. Bottled the title last year. 6 or 8 points behind in the league right now. What? I swear they're third. No? Yeah, they're third. And no, they're 5 points behind Liverpool. I apologize, with a game in hand. Man City's in second, a point above Arsenal with 56 points. And Man City also has a game in hand on Liverpool. So quite a bit, to be fair. What? Is there music playing for you guys? I don't want there not to be music playing and then me just sitting here. Yeah. All right. You got music. You're fine. A little bit of the tunes in the background, and then Arsenal shit talk. That's great. So, yeah. You're still in the Champions League, but you're down 1-0 after a 94th minute goal from Porto. And then you're not in the top 2, so yeah, not looking great there, are we? Decent form in the league, though, I'll say. Was it 6-0 and 5-0 back-to-back? That's impressive. But then you can't do it against Porto. Wow. Class. All right. Come on, chat. You better come to life again, please. Or you join the StreamYard link, and then you can try to defend Arsenal with me right here. Brighton is a bigger club than Chelsea. You, sir, need to have your license revoked. If you have, I'm pretty sure you have your license. That's just unfortunately the least factual thing that I've heard today. Way to try to talk shit. But I can't even reach the other side of the couch. This has got to be something. How are 10 of you in here watching this right now? What can we do, chat? We can play. What's that transfer marked game? You can play higher or lower on the player. Hold on. What's You know what? That's what we're doing. We're gonna start off easy, and then we can move. But you guys got to participate in this and tell me in chat, so that this can be a thing. Share screen. Give me 2 seconds. Transfer marked. Share. And then we're adding it to stage. There you go. You don't gotta look at me that much anymore. And we're getting this. Oh, that might be a little too big. Bang. All right. Easy. Most valuable players in the world. What FC? Oh, you can do it. Yeah. Interesting. You know what? We'll do MLS because MLS. Oh, Karaskia is a great player. Willie, I have no clue who this guy is, if I'm being honest with you. But I don't think he's a better player than Karaskia. I'm saying lower. I'm sure that y'all are saying lower too, so we're going with it. Yeah, I'm just a genius. No need for help from chat. All right. I might have lied. Someone. Where is my Minnesota fan to help me with this? Because who? Either of these guys? No one. Brighton is in Europe and ahead of Chelsea. Yeah, so that makes it a bigger club. Very. You know what? We're going lower. Can I get some help, please? So, oh, now you say higher, David. We're running it back again. Jaquil Marshall Rudy? Or Danny Leva? 1.65. I have zero clue. You could do this for European, and I'd be like, bang, bang, bang. MLS. We got to learn, right? Anyone? I've never heard of Marshall Rudy, but I'm sure he's a baller. $1.65 million. What are we doing? High or lower? Any day now. 3, 2, 1. I'm going higher. Yep. Again. Genius. Matthew Who? Who? Who is that? Carranza is definitely higher. Easy money. Jesus Ferreira's got to be higher. All right. High score then. Yeah. Giacomo Vrioni. I'm saying lower. All right. I still have him in a Juve kit. Latif Blessing. He's older, I think. Gotta be lower. Yeah. All right. Maybe I'll just do no my MLS stuff. A Bogusi. Higher. Yeah. All right. Yovel. Ah, shit. This one's a toss-up, yeah. Joveljic higher or lower? We're going lower. Genius. Davis said it right as I did it. Mosquera. I'm saying he's like 2.75. 2.2. Oof. Oh, what was... Oh, he was more than I thought he was. And that's why I want to say higher. Oh. This man doesn't even have a picture. He does, but he doesn't have like the full picture. It's gotta be lower. Wow. Chris Brady. Okay, I'm gonna need some help on this one. I have no clue. I want to say he's a little bit. Yeah, he's definitely younger because he was the keeper after Petrovic in Chicago. Hence why I'm saying higher. No. 110K for 9. That's unfortunately some bullshit. Wiley? Oh. I think Wiley's higher. Yeah. Shalom. Higher or lower? Just take a guess. Higher. I don't think it is. Caleb Wiley was at 5.5 million, and someone else was way lower than that. I just started playing games for chat, trying to keep him entertained, and then trying to get some interactions. But chat just wants to be. Yep. We can scoot this table back a little bit. I'm gonna mute just so you don't absolutely get killed, chat. Sorry. You can't even. Here, let's see. Where did my mouse go? Keep you muted for right now. Welcome in, Kanata. How was the drive and drive back?
Uneventful, so that's always a good thing.
I put earbuds for you somewhere.
Fair.
I moved them from the TV to somewhere over here. I could have sworn.
All right.
And there was a 1/4-inch adapter.
It's right there.
Gotcha. Should be decently set up.
Should be. Sounds like it. Yeah, we're good. What's going on, chat? I know I heard y'all been quiet tonight. I was on the Twitter side of things. So it was a little dead over there, but this is kind of how this goes the first half hour of these, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It eventually heats up. Well, I say heats up. It eventually becomes a little bit more active, but it's been something. I got 2 in a row on 1, and then I got all the way to 9, and then I got 1 again. A little bit unfortunate, but it was all MLS players. So half the guys, I was like, who is this? Oh, what? Never mind. I was like, oh, we got someone in. No, that's just.
Yeah, so if you're in here, go ahead and hop on that StreamYard link. Join us on the stream. Go ahead and talk. We'll talk whatever you want to talk. I heard you kind of talking about it a little bit before the TCL match last night.
Yeah, brought it up a little bit. I think I just ran through the goal scores, but it was a brace from Facundo and then a 21st minute opener from Duncan. But before that, we were looking like we were trying to get into the first 10 to 20 minutes of a football match that we haven't been playing for a couple of months or after.
Yeah, no, it definitely was rusty. You could tell. Not super exciting for the first couple of minutes, but we definitely settled into the game, which is always good to see. The big thing that I'm taking away from that is Facundo's still scoring. Like, yes, we have the opposition that we went up against, but in the past 2 years, we've kind of seen him start slow and then it ramps up. So it's kind of like I said on the live before. I'd love a brace from him and
got one.
Keep going.
No, I mean, he did play very well. Man of the match in everybody's eyes, but the Rovers fans. But there's still some, like, you saw the little bits of him not like making that pass right on time or wanting to make that pass or take the shot. If he could find a way to get past like I don't know if it's a mental block or something, to then just like hit those shots or make those little final passes, he is going for 40 million somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, definitely seeing that from him. We kind of see the same thing from Angulo too. Would like to see him continue to grow into the role that he has. You know, he's clearly going to start. It's kind of like we were talking before the season, and now the season started. Ojeda is going to be the 10 with Lodero. They're going to split time there. They're going to rotate. So it's on Angulo to play that left wing spot. I know people were giving shouts for Ojeda to go over there, but you know, it's time to step up. And we saw him a couple of times look good, and then we saw the final product a couple of times. So
I mean, we got one assist from Angulo too.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's obviously creating a goal involvement is huge, but he could have scored 2 more.
As a team, we could have scored like 4 more.
Oh yeah.
But a 3-0 win away with CONCACAF Champions Cup still having away goals is massive.
Especially in your first game.
Yeah. And I don't, knock on wood, I don't see Calvary coming into town and scoring 4 past us without us scoring at least 1.
Yeah.
Or 2. I guess it would have to be 2 in that scenario because they would score.
More away goals. I know the tie would go to them if they scored 4.
Yeah. But
it's going to be tough. They definitely have a task on their hands. Johnson and Brecklin are going to be the best center back duo in the league.
I forgot I can do that. I was sitting here the whole time trying to lean forward and read all of chat.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Emmett. I mean, we talked about it on the pod. That's a future defender of the year, like MLS best nominee. There's so much potential there. As long as he continues to grow and do what he's supposed to do, that's
great.
Huge.
What is this?
As a Chelsea fan.
Up the Blues. Don't know where that came from, but fair enough. The coach for them said they plan to bring it, and they hope we don't just bunker in. Guy was really complimentary towards us, though.
I don't think we're gonna sit. I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of pressure, not pressure, but like expectations on this team this year. So it's kind of do or die. It feels like for Oscar and staff this year.
Now, could you see us score 1 or 2 and then sit back?
We go up 2-0, then absolutely I expect the subs to come in and sit back.
But it shouldn't be right off the bat.
No, absolutely not. You know the saying, the most dangerous scoreline in football.
2-0.
So,
but technically at that point is 5.
Yeah, but I don't want to see us lose that game 3-2.
Yeah, but we also have an actual keeper in that they had poor guy back there last night.
He had a mare. That's for sure.
I think the Facundo header, Facundo header was savable. The other one that he tipped was also savable. That was Facundo's other goal.
Yeah, from outside the box.
Yeah.
Just lost track of it between the bodies. It's tough. There's a couple bodies there. You got to be able to find it, but you're a professional. It's kind of expected of you at that point.
I mean, professional, not to just go on and fully just shit on this keeper, but sorry, he was just ass.
Yeah, it wasn't great. That's for sure.
That was, I think Dave said it on stream. That was Dave in goal on a hot summer's day, just not wanting to move and get across and dive. He was trying, but just wasn't coming off.
Ooh, that's a good conversation.
Huh. Get Berhalter out.
Question is U.S. men's national team future, and what are our thoughts on bringing back Berhalter? You want to start?
Bringing back Berhalter was the worst decision the federation could have made, because I would have rather had an interim up until the World Cup, and then there still be no game plan going into the World Cup, than have Berhalter put his horrific game plan into place, and then we maybe make it out of the group and then lose in the next round. You're on your home turf, playing a World Cup in your home country. Maybe these guys are going to cities where they're playing in stadiums where they watched former U.S. teams play. So this is possibly the most important matches in these guys' careers to them personally. And then we're going to have this clown sitting in charge, sitting on the sideline, bounce passing the ball behind them with a stupid ass Air Forces on or whatever he's wearing that day. I could go on, but I just don't need to.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you just said. I mean, if there was a time to make a change, it was now. Going into the 4-year cycle before the World Cup, like, you want to give the new guy a full cycle before. And obviously we didn't make that decision, and it is what it is. We got to live with it. It sucks. It's insane, but the U.S. men's national team future, on the other hand, just in general, the players, I'm super excited. I'm obviously super excited to see the growth that we have of the sport here in this country, and the quality of player that we have.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been really exciting to see the changes.
The man that just asked the question, I'm guessing you have some thoughts on this also. So if you want to,
yo,
my guest.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. Felt like the lack of interest for the job was more concerning than bringing him back more than anything. Like, there were absolutely no names mentioned with that job whatsoever.
There was some connections. I thought, I mean, albeit it's Pep and Jose Mourinho, there was some talk about them. Pep was never going to happen, but I feel like Mourinho was a possibility.
Do you
Yeah.
think that it also could be attributed to that whole process and that review process that was going on with Berhalter and all that kind of stuff, where they had that group come in and do a whole, what was it, like culture investigation and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that might have played into it, but I do agree. I think it is a little concerning that we didn't have a whole bunch of big high profile names, trying to come after that job.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Thierry Henry was like the biggest name that I heard. Like, if that's the biggest guy you got coming for your job, I don't know. Like, you got a World Cup and you're hosting a World Cup in 3 years. You've got Copa America that you're hosting. Like, that's a big branding opportunity, even if you're not even interested in the job. Like, I don't know. It just felt real concerning.
No, it definitely is. And maybe there was some stuff that got out from like that culture change review or whatever it was that some people that were thinking about taking the job didn't like. And who knows what's going on in the background. We had the whole thing with what's his dad's name? Claudio Reyna. Is someone's got blackmail or money on someone or something's going on there. So I wouldn't want to get involved in that. But at the same time, the U.S. is the other side. The U.S. women's national team is bringing in Emma Hayes, possibly on the women's side of the sport, one of the best managers to ever be. So if we can still bring in her on the women's side, why can't we bring someone in on the men's side?
Absolutely. Well, was that after they got rid of Ernie Stewart? Was that after he left that they hired Hayes, or?
Yeah, Hayes is still at Chelsea, so she'll be, after this Women's Super League season, she'll be leaving Chelsea and heading over here to start that.
Yeah, because Ernie Stewart left and they brought in, I don't even remember his name as the president. What's that guy's name?
As the president?
Oh, yeah.
Because Stewart and Berhalter both, like, they announced that they both left at the same time, and that was kind of like I thought it was going to be a culture shift, kind of like you guys were talking about. And then They brought in some like English guy or Welsh, I don't know, maybe. And I don't know. I thought we had better prospects after that, but I don't really remember.
Oh, I do remember us bringing in, the English guy. Oh yeah, he was like a cookie cutter white guy with like the blonde hair. Yeah,
Let me look it up.
I can't remember his name, but I do remember that. And then the women's national team coach left or stepped aside or whatnot too.
Yeah.
And he was some European guy. I can't remember where he was from.
Yeah, I mean, it's concerning on the management end of things and like the obviously the culture, but it's like I was saying before, the players have never been more exciting. It's never been more exciting, and it really does suck that like we keep talking about this is our golden generation, and they're being coached by Greg Berhalter.
Feels like Belgium. Like, that midfield is outrageous, dude. I mean, that's a top 5 midfield in the world, and when they're healthy, like, this feels gross.
Well, obviously, we're not to that level, but for us, these are some very good players, and I think we'll still see players at least to this level in the next couple of years coming through the team. And at that point, the sport's only going to get more popular, and there are going to be better players to come out of this country. But if you don't have the right manager in place, none of that matters because they won't be used right, and we're always just going to be in the gutter. So you got to get the right guy in. And to me, and I think to all of us, it's not Greg at all.
Does it have to? I mean, in your opinion, does it have to be an American?
Absolutely not.
I mean, we've had Klinsmann before, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure that there have been multiple other, no, maybe not. I can't remember if there have been other foreign men's national team coaches, but as long as he's not, to me, as long as he's not one of like our rival countries, as long as he's not like a Mexican guy coming in and doing it, I feel like that just kind of contradicts it. Because if then he goes and manages us against Mexico, I feel like there's a conflict of interest kind of thing there.
Yeah.
Because I know he's grown up wanting Mexico to beat the USA every single match.
What's the ceiling with Berhalter?
Right here.
We hit it.
Where we're at.
Crashing out in the knockout rounds year after year is our ceiling. So
yeah, we should always, at this point, we should almost always win the Gold Cup. We'll see what we do in the Copa America this summer. We could end up getting crushed by some massive South American country when Berhalter's still there. And if at that point, if we get crushed by like a Brazil and Argentina, even if we get crushed, I can see us getting crushed by a Chile on the right day. So even though they've been bad for a couple of years now, but I almost hope that happens just so Berhalter leaves. I don't want us to lose, but if we get crushed or we don't make it out of the group, then if that sends Berhalter out the door, it's like you have to take the.
Would they fire him that close to a World Cup?
Probably not, but I want to.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, on Alexi Lawless's State of the Union, he had Berhalter on recently, and I want to listen to it because I want to see what was said. But the little teaser clip that I saw, like the first question he asked him is like, "If you fail in Copa America, is your job on the line?" Like straight up asked him that, and it seems like obviously it could be a PR thing and all this, but it seems like he feels no pressure for his job.
Brother in Christ.
It seems like he's like, I know there's a lot of pressure being the national team manager, but it seems like he feels like it doesn't matter what I do. This is mine.
He's got blackmail on somebody. He has to.
It very well could be PR, but
that man should not feel safe in that job anytime. He's so ass.
I mean, if you don't top the group in Copa America, or like obviously we don't make it out, but that's a pretty easy group when you think about it. Like, it's not difficult to win that group.
And it also is very possible that Greg Berhalter makes us finish third in that group.
Yeah,
I don't know the people on my head.
It's Uruguay, Panama, and Bolivia.
It's first or second.
It very well should be.
Yeah.
But when you think back to the Uruguay friendly, like, we did not play well in that game.
I was just about to say, you're talking about the same team that also lost to Trinidad and Tobago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it was our C team and their C team, but the game against Slovenia was also very, very bad.
Yeah.
It's just laughable for me at this point. Let's see. What was David saying in chat? What did I just do? What? Why? Oh. Go ahead.
On there, Greg Berhalter said he was very close to going to Club America, but he had unfinished business with the U.S. men's national
That's
team.
right. I remember that. There was news that he was going to go there, and I was very happy because he was going to go ruin another America and not ours. And then he ended up back here. That was highly unfortunate. He should have went there. He should have went there. Thanks, Club America. Put one of the most, or to me, one of the most storied clubs in Mexico down the drain, and then been out of another job. But no, here we are.
Emmett, you got anything else for us, man?
Nah, man. I'll probably head out here soon.
Right. We appreciate you hopping on.
Yeah.
Appreciate the question too. We don't get to talk a lot of U.S. men's national team that often, but
yeah, it's always good. Always good.
It's good to talk about, and it's always good to, like you said, have these conversations as fans and ask these questions.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely a step up from where we've been in the past. So,
absolutely.
All right, it was good to talk to you, Emmett.
Yes, sir. I'll catch you guys later.
Cool. See ya. Talking about Greg just pisses me off. That's
broken one too many TVs over that, man.
Yes. He's something else, and he continues to stay in the job. It's something.
Looks like we got our next guest. Let's go ahead and bring him in.
Might not be as much U.S. men's national team talk, but there will definitely be talk about the Orlando City match last night, right?
Yeah, for sure, man. How you guys doing?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
You guys are the hardest. Well, I'm doing good. Thank you, brother. You guys are the hardest content creators for Orlando City. Last night, tonight. By the way, great. It was great to have that watch party. It was awesome.
Appreciate it.
There was like at least 20-something people. So hopefully the next one is gonna be just, if not more, attended. I think it was a lot of fun. Two things I found out since last night. The stadium for Pacific FC is on the outskirts of Victoria, and the airport's on the opposite side. So it was quite a drive for those that went out there. I was surprised by the number of Orlando City fans that went to the game. It was great support. I know we had a guy that already lived in Victoria that went to the game, that is an Orlando City fan from a few years. And there was a lot of people that came from Washington State and from the Pacific Northwest. So that was pretty neat. There was a guy from London that flew from London to Calgary, and the irony doesn't escape because then from Calgary he had to fly to Victoria, and I believe he's coming to Orlando for the home opener. So to that fella, that's a different level of away days that some of us can never. I don't think we'll ever meet. About the game, I gotta tell you, I was not impressed by the pitch. I understand the level that the Premiership in Canada is. It's more like a USL League One-ish. And I'm not gonna crap all over them. We were once playing at Fifth Third Bank Field at the Citrus Bowl, and that was a complete crap hole. So I can't talk crap about them. I think in retrospect, Calgary did very well. They fought with us. They went toe to toe. They made us nervous the first 10 minutes, but we got our rhythm. It was a matter of showing our quality, and it showed. Tuesday is just a formality. There's no way those guys can score 4 goals to win this game and eliminate us. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm already looking forward to Tigres, because when we went last year against them, the first leg, when we went down to Mexico, we were just happy to be in the party, right? People were trading authentic jerseys for knockoffs. that were they sold for the equivalent of $20, and taking pictures with everybody and just be very happy. And then they returned the favor by coming to our house and acting buck wild, throwing smoke, and acting like total assholes. And I still remember that. And the fact that after the game ended 1-1, both teams scored just equal amount of goals in both legs. Both games were ties. They went on social media to make it look like they defeated us soundly, like they beat us like an old rug, and to talk crap about our fans and our culture. And I was just like, nah. Next time, there is gonna be a bloodbath. I want the Orlando City fans to remember this. That this is business, and when we go to Mexico, it's all business, no handshaking, no nothing. We gotta show them, because in order to get the respect of what arguably in CONCACAF has been the most successful country in league for years, for decades, we gotta beat them. We gotta bust them in the mouth. And to quote the great Diego Maradona, online about me, you can say anything you want. You say it to my face, it's gonna cost you a tooth. So we gotta go over there and just smash them, man. I'm telling you. This is how you create street cred. You go and you beat teams like this. You beat them soundly. You embarrass them. You go to their house. You score a couple of goals. And since we already know that the rule for away goals still in place, we can go play it safe. In fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather concede goals in Mexico than concede goals in Orlando. We already know how that worked out.
Yep.
So we gotta go, man, and score some goals and win. Now about this Saturday, if I may get ahead of myself a little bit, I think Montreal has a lot of trouble if we get to play like we did, especially since the fact that we did not had our full roster, because Muriel and Brekalo are still having immigration issues. They're working on their green card, and you cannot leave the country when you're doing that. Hence, the reason why they were not there. So Saturday, I expect. I mean, to be honest with you, and you probably saw it. I made fun of Blackburn. It was just hanging, low hanging fruit. Because if I'm a Blackburn supporter and I see that first goal last night, I would have been marching to the front office to and just kick somebody in the teeth, man, because that was a filthy goal, and the celebration was just disrespect to the 25th power. So hopefully Saturday we get to see a lot of that, man. I'm super excited. I'm still debating on going to the game on Tuesday. I live close enough, and if I'm available, I'll probably go. But I don't know, man. Spending parking plus a ticket to go see what we all know what's gonna happen, which is just a little minnow. Just happy to be at the party like we used to be back in the USL days.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I mean, I'll probably be at the game. I definitely see what you're saying about with them just being happy to be there.
Yeah.
We were definitely that team last year. I mean, I even remember us talking about this is just a huge opportunity for us to build our brand.
Right.
And then, like you said with the Tigre stuff, I mean, I definitely didn't forget. And I know that he probably didn't forget either.
Yep.
Standing there from the wall, watching all that stuff go down. It was nonsense for sure. And it's hopefully the players still have that taste in their mouth too, because if there's a team that can go in there and punch them in the mouth, it's definitely this team.
Well, I mean, Oscar got a red out of the whole deal. I have to tell you, their goal was very cheaply. It was a tap in, really. Ours was a worldie. Probably one of the best goals I've seen live. Definitely with Orlando City. Kara's best goal. I mean, makes you wonder, where was that when he was here?
Yeah.
Forever.
You know what I'm saying? It was like he just said, you know what, I have been saving this for this moment, and it was just an incredible bicycle kick, and I remember I was on the south side, surrounded by Tigres fans, and they got quiet. I mean, they were talking mad trash the whole game, especially after they went ahead. And when that happened, they were like, "Oh, wait a minute, something may happen here." So, um, talking about going back to that, man. I just like I said, I as a fan, if I receive disrespect, that's it. You're in my crap list the rest of as long as I live. There's no coming back from that. Because we had like Santos Laguna, their fans have always been very gracious to us, and I see them as an equal. But with Tigres, to me, it's the bully, in town that needs to be brought to earth, and that we're gonna do that because with the situation with Fifanel Pesci, going around with his band of merry men all over the world, embarrassing the league. And I watched their game before ours, and I have to tell you that they were very, very, very lucky to be playing RSL. RSL is Chicho Arango and 10 other dudes. That's basically what it is. They were very lucky. If they played like that against us on following Saturday, we're gonna smash them. To be honest with you, that's the game that I'm gonna circle. It's the game where we know this has been. It's gonna be present, and we're gonna go there. I don't want any respect. Last time we went there, again, our owner took pictures with Messi and all the guys. Took pictures. I even said on our show, I said that the winner of the night was Rafael Santos, who left the pitch with a game worn Messi jersey, who will probably get signed in Orlando when he comes to play us, which he never did. And and the world's gonna be watching that game, man. They put us on network television. It's gonna be on Fox on the big network. The world's gonna be watching that game, man, and so it's our opportunity to go smash them.
Mhm.
I don't think they're gonna be making any noise, and certainly on a Wednesday night Messi's not gonna be coming to Orlando. So the fantasy of seeing Messi in Orlando is never gonna happen. I don't think that he's gonna be playing away games. They're gonna be very selective because they know this game. They look very good because it's the first one. They have been resting and all that. But the fact of the matter is, man, when we get them on our third game, or will be our second league game, like I said, we just gotta teach them a lesson. And before I go, I saw that you guys were talking about the national team. I All I gotta say is that nepotism is running rampant on the federation. Um, there's so much conflict of interest in the federation that you see that the federation practically does what MLS says. And if the federation is going to bow down and allow a first division league to not participate on the national tournament, to me is going to be a travesty and damaging. Also, while us as fans, we have talked mad trash about the refs over the years, this and that. I think that they're professionals. If we're demanding better quality refereeing, they need to make a living like everybody else. I have an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, EMT certificate on top of that. In my profession, for me to do what I do, it required for me to do an effort to get there. So when I get paid what I get paid, that I'm getting paid for my expertise, my experience, and that's only through years of work. If we want good referees, we want to attract good referees here in the United States, we have to create an environment where somebody can say, hey, if I'm going to be spending weekends and weekdays away from my family, going to different cities, having thousands of people talk trash about me, it has to be worth it. I don't know if I've ever told you guys, my wife is a school teacher in Orange County, and she had a coworker that was a pro referee that in the off season was working as a substitute teacher. That's insane to me, And right now, I believe refs were only making 55,000, which I thought was outrageous. For a league that is making millions and that is starting to bring talent the way they are. when in League One and the Championship in England, average referees making six figures. You know, that to me, I thought that was outrageous. My nephew Daniel wants to become a ref when he grows up. He told me, and that is something that I find interesting because you don't hear kids say that a lot. You know, the I think as fans we need to understand that the little ones, they can grow up to be players, but they can also grow up to be officials. They can grow up to be referees, and we need good people because if our game is transparent, is it's fair, is fairly judged, then the quality is gonna go up. And unfortunately, you know, the league doesn't find value in that. I don't know what you guys' opinion was about the refereeing that we had. Well, I know it was CONCACAF. I saw the referees they used for the RSL game in Miami, and it left a lot to be desired, in my opinion. We complain about pro. These guys were below that level.
Yeah.
And some of the decisions that I felt that center circle ref was being influenced by Messi and you know, by the star power. You know, like they were like, give him a yellow, and then he would give a yellow. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, you know, those things have to happen. Our national team deserves a better manager. I think as a nation, one of the richest nations in the world, 300 plus million people here. Don't you think that we could just buy whoever we wanted? You know what I mean? We just could just get whoever we wanted and elevate the level of our football. I mean, I think it's time. You know, Americans. The excuse that I get out from a lot of people is like, "Well, we're not the best in the world, so I don't want to pay attention to it." We could be the best in the world if we wanted to. I just don't think that there's a desire to be, because the federation is more interested in making MLS profitable, and MLS is more interested in making money. You know, when MLS started back in '96, when I was a young man, I was 20 years old when the league started. I remember that like the idea is we're gonna be a platform for the American player to get better and to play. If you look at Orlando City today, our starting 11 only has one American, Duncan. Everybody else is from somewhere else. The bench, same thing. So that idea of the American player is really non-existent anymore because people just want to win. And if you feel if you guys that are listening feel that that's wrong, well, you should see at the EPL. You know, I mean, it's that if you want to see English players, you gotta go to League One, Championship, League Two, EPL. It's the best of the best because that's what people want to do. They want to pay for winning. They want to pay for wins. They want to see that. They want to be entertained. So, guys, I get off my soapbox. Thank you again for everything you do. As always, you know, I'll tell you guys that and be a platform for the fans to be able to talk on a Thursday night.
Yeah, of course.
All right, everyone. All right, guys. See you.
Appreciate you.
All right,
See you.
Bye.
That just made me realize I just need to get back into reffing.
Yeah.
Dude. And I should have.
Yeah. It's been tough.
Might be logging in and out a little bit right now.
Guys.
Believe it on the Wi-Fi.
Oh man.
It totally inspired me to get back into reffing.
It's something. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I lose my temper too quickly. I'm not calm-headed enough.
Man,
Even being the fourth official, I get somebody starting to lip at me. It's over. It's not getting physical. It's just you are done. Red card.
hey, get out. Yeah.
See yourself out of the stadium.
Just 64th minute of the match, just in the middle of play. You get to your ear. You call the center ref over. Stop play. Just give this guy already. Get him out. Just in the middle of play.
Stop it all. Goal scoring opportunity. Who?
Not my team, so it doesn't matter. No. That's. Oh. Yeah. We have more guests.
Yeah.
Just not in here. Just won MLS Cup with OC and the FC 24. That is a football manager 24. Well done. That's more respectable than FC 24. Honestly, it's just going to be a short live.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be shorter.
I am ready to go home and hit my bed.
What's up, boys?
How's it going? I'm doing great. I am very tired. Right behind the camera. Yes, we're still live. Why are we sitting here with headphones on?
Making your own, making his rap album over here.
Well, to be fair, last time I came up here, y'all weren't live, and we're still sitting here with mics.
You know, that's a personal problem at this point.
Appreciate you guys.
Well,
oh man. Well, chat. What else do you guys want to talk about while we're still here?
if I'm being honest with you, I got like 5 minutes of energy left. I don't have much more in me.
That's what I'm saying. Let's see what else.
It has been a 2.5 hour live last night, hopping back on here for over an hour. Trying to get all the content out to you guys that we can.
It's a grind, but it's worth it, man. It's worth it. It's worth it if you like the stream.
Subscribe,
hit that notification bell. We will be starting Fan Reacts again on Saturday for those of you who are in here.
I'm going to need to take about 3 naps just to get the energy to go to that.
Yep, so stop by outside of Gate C.
You'll see the light there, and that's how you know it's us. Be on the other side of the street on the sidewalk. Head over, give your thoughts. I won't be dead tired, so we can actually have a conversation.
Yeah, it was a late one last night, though. That's for sure. And then I hopped off the live early because I had to be up at 5 this morning. So
it's fun. We just had to break everything down after, make sure it got in the car, and then I was on my way home. Well.
We appreciate you guys that were in here. Those of you that rode with us the whole time, those that popped in and out, we appreciate it. Those of you that were stuck with Zach by himself, I'm sorry.
Troopers. Well, sorry.
Well, I'm apologizing because I wasn't here.
Oh, so, all right. Yeah,
taking ownership. Saturday is going to be a great day. Excited. Home opener, always a good time. Hopefully we keep the good vibes going with the win after yesterday. We are burnt. We appreciate you guys, but it's going to be a night. We're calling it a night. That's for sure. The gym's taking it out of us.
Gym, live stream, and then a live stream the next night, and then Fan Reacts on Saturday. We're all going to the game, and then Tuesday rolls around, another game. Thursday rolls around, another live stream. Saturday rolls around, another game. Oh, dear Lord.
It's grind season, man. We're back. But we will be here for all of it, and we appreciate you guys, so hopefully you'll be here for the ride, too. It's going to be a fun year. Hopefully some silverware to be won.
Some silverware to be won and some monsters to be drank to regain energy, or Gatorade Fast, which is and whatnot. All right. Thank you for tuning in, chat. We will see y'all maybe a Saturday, maybe next live stream next Thursday. Good night.